So I've been exercising for not even 2 years. Like I've for real started to exercise, going to the gym. Um, that was 31st of July 2024 or 2023. 2023, sorry, 2023. So it's not even like 2 years. Yeah. And I want to say how working out, exercising in general, changed my life. I can make so many points about it, but I'm just gonna say one point that is very crucial and made my life so much better. I think you probably know what it is, but let's just go to the video. Sorry for my voice, my throat is kind of aching, so I'm kind of gonna talk weirdly. But yeah, sorry for that. Let's go to the video. Sorry for interrupting you. Would be very nice if you subscribe, the bell button, of course, etc. You know what I mean. Leave a opinion, form of a like or dislike. Leave a comment with a critique or encouraging comment. You know what I mean. Sorry. Whatever. Let's go to the video. So, how working out changed my life? I said in the intro, there are many. I can talk about this for on and on and on and on, but I will tell only one thing that I think is very crucial, and that thing is changed my self-esteem. This is very important because I've been a guy. I was a guy who was socially anxious, or I like to call myself socially autistic. Um, was ugly, skinny, fat. I remember when I had like fuck ton of acne on my on my forehead. Barely had any friends. Addicted to pornography, video games. And that was only like 3 years ago, 4 years ago only. So it was not that long. It was not that long enough, right? It was not that long ago. Yeah, that's what I want to say. But when I started to working out, exercising, everything would comes up with exercises. My self-esteem about myself went skyrocket because of pornography, because of video games. My self-esteem was low because those things, they might seem funny right now in the moment, but when you watch it and you play it so much, you become desensitized to it. My self-esteem was just so low. I wasn't talking about myself in a good way, right? I was saying to myself that I'm gonna be a virgin for the rest of my life. That why do I live here? Like I just waste oxygen on this earth. I'm just useless. Why am I here, etc. I basically didn't have respect for myself. Well, I didn't have respect for myself physically because of the way I looked. I was skinny fat. If you don't know what skinny fat means, it's basically you don't have any muscles or barely, and you have too much fat. So you're not like fat, but you're kind of chubby, right? So just like the worst physique that you can have. As I said, I didn't have respect for myself physically but mentally, and I needed to face that. And of course, there are not just working out changed my self-esteem because I had to do so many things to improve my self-esteem. But this is the most important one: working out and exercising, because it improved my discipline. I when I saw like progress in the gym, right? When my muscles, when my biceps became bigger, my triceps, right? I was just like happy for myself that I'm actually making progress in life, and that I'm not only sitting in front of my computer, and it's just so happy. Of course, there comes many things. Like I had to get rid of my addictions, improve my mental health, my get rid of my social anxiety, be more in the sun, etc. All of those things, they're important, but I'm just talking about this. So working out to change my self-esteem, because when I actually saw progress and I was gaining muscle, losing weight, I was just feeling good about myself. Like this was the first time in my life. This is the first time in my life from not even um But this is the first time in my life that I actually feel great about myself. Because for most of my life, I didn't have respect for myself, physically and mentally. That was so bad, bro. So bad. Working out will help you with yourself. Working out will help you with so many things. But what's most important is going to improve your self-esteem, how you see yourself. This is important, of course. There comes many things with that, but self-esteem, how you see yourself. Because if you see yourself as a fucking loser, then people are going to treat you like a loser, right? And I was a loser. 800 hours in GTA San Andreas, although good game, the best game of all time, right? I just wasted time. Imagine if I would put those 800 hours into going to the gym or working on this business, right? Fuck ton of acne, skinny fat, all those bad things, addictions. But I managed to get rid of it. And if you're down in a rut, right, working out, you don't even need to go to the gym. Just go on a slight walk, do some push-ups at home, bro. You're gonna feel so much. You're gonna feel so much great. You're gonna feel very, very great. What can I also add? This is how working out changed my life. Of course, I can talk about this for on and on, but this is what's improved the most, self-esteem. Because how you see yourself is important. If you see yourself as a loser, then of course you're not gonna improve. You need to get rid of those negative self-beliefs about yourself. And I believe that you can do it. You have me, you have yourself, but listen, I'm not gonna do work for you, right? Because I've done my job with myself. And I can only help you with those videos. But if you can watch them, right? But what are you going to do after is your responsibility. Stay hard, because nobody will save you. The only person who can save you is the person I'm pointing right now. Peace out.